Alright guys, so we are hopping into another run on Super Battle Road. This time we're going to be doing Extreme AGL. Now, on the Japanese version of Dokkan, Extreme AGL is not going to be that tough. Well, okay. There's a good assortment of units you could use for Extreme AGL to actually take this mode down. Now, I will say, obviously, on the global version, Global does not have Darkness Toa. Darkness Toa is kind of a very important unit because she is a healing unit, kind of like AGL Whis, kind of like, you know, the Kid Icarus, well, the Kid Gohan riding Icarus, the tech unit, the physical Goku on his way to Namek that all heal you when your health gets low. Units like that are very important in Super Battle Road because you need, like, every item you can possibly get. So, with, Darkness Toa there, with the additional heals, that really goes a long way towards being able to defeat these stages. Then, Super 17, he is one of the better 120% leaders for this mode. You know, he only reduces damage by 40%, which it's not enough to, like, completely tank it and make you completely okay, but it is enough to where it's a significant drop in terms of what you're usually hit with. Now, right there, boom. That first rotation was pretty bad, right? Like, I honestly, I didn't think I was going to survive that first turn. That's why I didn't use any items. I just sort of attacked, and it was kind of like, fuck it. If I survive, I survive. Here, now, it's like, okay, I got the heal with Darkness Toa. That allows me to save an item. Unfortunately, though, here's the one problem with Extreme AGL, is that LR Majin Vegeta is, like, so ridiculously powerful, but getting his 18-key super on Extreme AGL is not that easy. Also, notice that fucking attack stat right there, 3.4 million? That's pretty high. It's not easy getting his 18-key super at all. It's actually quite difficult. So, what I'm going to be doing eventually is pairing LR Majin Vegeta up with the AGL Rose Goku Black, because, you know, his passive 3 key from his passive, that's going to be, like, incredibly important. Now, okay, boom, here we go. So, I want to talk more about Super 17, right? So, obviously, Super 17, at the start of these fights, he's not going to be doing a lot of damage. But the more he's hit, the more he will begin to do damage. It does make him all around a very solid unit for this mode. I believe mine has 2 dupe paths unlocked. I think the friend is somewhere around that as well. I have several friends that have Rainbow Super 17s and Rainbow. Okay, so this is twice already. Super 17 has gotten 2 supers back to back, which is very helpful. I have several friends who have Rainbow 17s. I also have at least one. I think the Gaming Claw has LR Majin Vegeta Rainbowed. Obviously, Rhyme, D-Free all have Majin Vegeta Rainbowed. So I had several options in terms of like trying to get through this mode, right? Like, do you go for the double Super 17, the 120% buff? Or do you try and go through this with, like, 2 LR Majin Vegetas, trying to get the final explosion every turn to take the enemies out? Because obviously, as you guys can see, like, Majin Vegeta's final explosion is going to do well over 1 million damage. If he crits, his final explosion could be doing as much as 2 million damage to the entire field, which would be very good. So we managed to make it through there with no items used because Darkness Toa got her ability to activate. So that was very, very nice. Now, another unit who is going to be crazy important is this guy right here, Golden Frieza, the AGL Golden Frieza. He reduces damage, I believe, by 90% as long as your health is over 50%. So that will be incredibly valuable in situations like this, where it's like you just toss him out in the front and let him soak up that damage. I also have Super 17 here. Now, in that first fight, Majin Buu is all the way on the right. He is way stronger than Videl and Mr. Satan. And then right here, I believe it's the same thing. We have Piccolo and Gotenks, but Gotenks is a lot stronger than Piccolo. So I think what I want to try and do is take Piccolo out first. Also, we got a huge break right here. Gotenks supering Frieza. Obviously, Frieza will completely nullify that. So right now, like, we're going through with a rotation of Golden Frieza and Super 17, 2 units who are capable of reducing damage. And then, like, I'm just trying my best to set up Ki for LR Majin Vegeta so that he can, like, hopefully do his magic. Again, Majin Vegeta is rainbowed, so the chances of him critting, additionaling are very, very high. Right here, we do have a pretty good rotation in that we have 2 support units with LR Majin Vegeta, but I don't think that's enough Ki. Even still, even with 2 support units on rotation, I still wasn't able to get LR Majin Vegeta's 18 Ki super. It's not as easy as I would like. Now, the other thing that did make this mode a little bit harder on me that I don't think many people will kind of run into, of course, is the fact that my AGL Rose Goku Black, I actually have no dupes in him. I have none whatsoever, whereas most people have that guy rainbowed. You know, they pulled him on his original banner. They got mad dupes on the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta banner, like, you know, on and on and on. Many people have him with multiple copies. That would have been incredibly helpful here because obviously I need Rose Goku Black to be a rotation unit here to supply Ki to LR Majin Vegeta. Like right here, his attack stat is just under 1 million with no dupes in him, like basically no orbs in him. If I had him rainbowed, this would be much more of an easier time. Also, this is really bad right here. Gotenks is gonna super and hit us very hard. Oh yeah, we did use an item, but usually Gotenks supering like that on a non-defensive unit, that will absolutely fuck us up. We did have the Nurse Chi-Chi active, though. Again, the fact that the Nurse Chi-Chi was placed in the Baba Shop is so incredibly helpful because now I feel free to just spam these left and right. Now, I used the Nurse Chi-Chi because I was pretty sure that Frieza's passive was not active. Yeah, because basically what you do, like what I do is I just double it, right? So 155,000, I believe that's the number it says. My screen is kind of small. But I think I was literally like at 49% HP. So Frieza, his defensive passive would not be active right here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think so. If he's taking 8,000, yeah, no way. The only thing about the Super 17, like keeping Super 17 with Frieza as a rotation is obviously they don't really link up the best. But that's just Extreme AGL in a whole. Alright, so here, like, right, I could get the 18 Ki super easily, but I don't need it anymore, because now it's just only Gotenks. Now, again, I talked about the fact that we have Darka Toa. She is a support. She gives a little bit of Ki, as well as her healing passive, which is very, very nice. The only thing is that 30% threshold, it is kind of difficult to get that sometimes, especially in a mode like this, because like, oh, the dodge, there we go. That's why I love that 3 dodge in units, bro. Right there, boom. Just every single fight, every video, able to get that 1 Ki dodge. It's helpful in any fight here in Super Battle Royale to get a dodge. And also, we're reducing damage by 55% with the Princess Snake, and this fucker Gotenks still hit us for that much damage. Like this fight is quite difficult. This Piccolo and Gotenks fight. It seems, in my opinion, to be a lot harder than like the there's Mecha Frieza and King Cold. That's a common fight you'll fight here in the super stages, and this shit seems way more difficult than that. I should mention that most of the units here are SA10. The support Trenchcoat Android 17, he's SA10. Actually, my Golden Frieza is not SA10, and neither is my Darka Toa. Those are the 2 units that aren't SA10, but the rest are. If I had, like, available orbs, I could do shenanigans, too. Like, my Trenchcoat 17, I have all dupe paths unlocked, and he's SA10, but I've not really given him orbs. He's only 1% in the dupe system. If I had orbs to spare, I could do things like, you know, make him rainbowed, or, you know, give more orbs to Darka Toa to give her, like, you know, the free dupe system stats, but I felt like I was close enough to beating the stage where I didn't actually have to do that. The one, like, team I might have to just, like, blow all of my orbs and make a bunch of units way stronger is Extreme Physical. because I don't have any dupes for Final Form Cooler or Physical Omega Shenron, so that makes completing the Extreme Physical stage quite difficult. Maybe once Full Power Frieza gets his Extreme Z-Awakening, or those units show up on a banner again, I will have a better chance at that point. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So we have a Dokkan attack coming up. This is another very difficult stage right here. Actually, no. Okay, so Super Saiyan Vegeta and Super Saiyan Trunks. I've noticed that the ridiculously hard fight is Super Vegeta and Super Trunks. I'm pretty sure that one is more difficult than this one, so that's good. We got the Dokkan attack, but obviously I'm not going to beat this if I don't get the Dokkan attack with LR Majin Vegeta, so I had to forego any super attacks right there. Boom, here we go. We're going to get LR Majin Vegeta with his final impact. This, I don't think this is going to finish the fight, but it'll come damn close. We are starting to run out of items now, because again, like, anytime you can get Darkness Toa's ability to activate, you're like really just saving yourself an item. But outside of getting it in that first fight, I have not yet been able to activate it, so that is a shame. Vegeta supering right at the start and Trunks supering right at the start, that fucking blows right there. That was a very, very unlucky, unfortunate circumstance right here. So let's see how much our boy LR Majin Vegeta Rainbowed can do right here. The good thing is, this should fully heal us after this. Like, I gotta imagine he's gonna be doing 3, 4, 5 million, one of the three. There, notification that my, the phone was about to die. Okay, so basically a crit for almost 5 million. Trunks is still alive, but I do think Rose and 17 should be able to finish the job up. Damn. That, like, LR Majin Vegeta, like, critting for almost 5 million on Super Battle Road? Bro, that shows you how insane LR Majin Vegeta is. Like, he's so stupid good. Alright, so we're going into the final fight here. The Family Kamehameha. Now, at the very least, we have this, right? A nice starting rotation. We don't have to worry about getting hit. Plus, the way the orbs are placed, I'm pretty confident we'll be able to get an 18-key super with LR Majin Vegeta in the next turn. So, like, I'm kind of sitting here just, like, surveying the board and thinking, like, okay, how can I, like, properly get this to work where I get the 18-key super with LR Majin Vegeta in the next turn? And boom, we hit that, and then there should be enough blue orbs. I'm pretty sure I do get his 18-key super, but we'll have to take a look what I do exactly. So, obviously, I'm going to start out with Goten here. I think usually in fights like this, it's probably best to spread damage around a little bit, because obviously, you know, we have LR Majin Vegeta, who's going to be doing an attack, right? So it's not going to make a lot of sense to just focus all on one target like usually I do on Super Battle Road, because, like, you want to let it spread out. Going back to talking more about the units, alright, so here the Family Kamehameha comes out, but it is, 89,000, that's a lot. And another Family Kamehameha comes out. Oh, it's over 17 dodges! I forgot about that, bro. Okay, that's interesting. Actually, it probably would have been better off to have gotten hit with that, because we would have gotten Toa's healing to activate. So that's funny. Okay, alright, so we're going to be able to get the final explosion, right? But these fuckers are still basically all with full health. And now we don't really have defensive items left. We only have Android 8, who does give us a little defensive bonus, but it's not enough. It's not like a damage mitigation type thing. So the one unit I haven't really talked about yet is the Trenchcoat 17. Obviously, he is a support type unit. He links incredibly well with Super 17. I brought him on the team mainly because I needed him. I needed the additional key for, like, LR Majin Vegeta and Super 17. Like, so rather than have, like, another, like, mediocre hard hitter, like, I wanted to go with a support type unit like that. Now, okay, we got the stun on Goku, which is so big. Obviously, LR Majin Vegeta, both of his attacks can stun, and we did get the stun. That is, like, seriously fucking gigantic having gotten that. Let's see. Yeah, because Goku, I think I see him hitting twice? Maybe twice. I think all three of these fuckers hit, like, twice or something like that. So at this point, like, the sweat started, you know, showing up on my brow. I started getting real nervous here just because we're so close to the wire. But as y'all saw, we have a ton of AGL orbs right there. So Majin Vegeta is going to be able to get another vicious final explosion off in the next turn, which should seal this for us. Really, I shouldn't have been going for that Goten. I should have been going for, like, Goku instead, because, again, here, we're going to get the final explosion. Also, we have no defensive items, so this is the thing. It's like, oh boy, gonna kind of need a stun to go off, or, like, LR Majin Vegeta to get an additional or something, because if we do the final explosion, both of these fuckers survive, and then they both decide to super attack, like Rose right there, it would be probably dead. Like, look, this easily could be a loss right here, so easily. If, like, both Goku and Gohan supered right there, this probably would have been a loss. It just goes to show, like, even if you have tons of dupes and a lot of units, like, you know, LR Majin Vegeta, for example, there is still, like, a bit of luck, a bit of RNG that goes in the Super Battle Road. Now, we should be okay here, because I could just at a glance, I could see that we're above the 50% threshold. So, Golden Frieza does have his passive active. He will reduce damage. Super 17, same, should be able to reduce damage. I think what I'm doing here is I'm looking at the board, trying to figure out the best placage of the key. Obviously, I guess I'll save those AGL orbs for LR Majin Vegeta next turn. And next turn, those AGL orbs should be sufficient to finish the fight off. So, okay, perfect. And then, you know, he's super in Golden Frieza, who will be able to tank that like nothing. Again, if both of these fuckers super Toa at the end, this probably would be a loss, because I think they would both hit Toa for like 160,000. So, it wouldn't have been good. Although, at the same time, we took out Goku first, so there wasn't even a chance. Another thing Toa does, by the way, is she does lower attack with her super attack. So, I always try and, like, have Toa, like, super attack, like, Gohan, who was going to hit her at the end, rather than, like, some other random opponent, to get that lowering attack effect to, you know, come into play. Because I believe it is 15%, which is pretty nice. Also, she is only SA1. I might SA10 her sometime soon, just because she's such an awesome unit. And there we go. We have completed Extreme AGL Super Battle Road. This one took me a few tries. I did actually use a Rainbow Super 17 friend in a previous attempt, but I got washed in the first turn. Like, sometimes you have a bad rotation and you just get fucking bodied instantly. It happens. I also did try it with a double Rainbow Majin Vegeta, but I was having trouble with Ki. I couldn't get Majin Vegeta's 18 Ki Super, and so I lost in, like, the third fight or something. And that was... I had a different unit on the team. I can't remember. It was, like, Great Ape Vegeta or something like that. So I decided to put the support Android 17 on the team over him. I can't remember what AGL unit... Oh, I think it was the LR Androids. That's what it was. I replaced the LR Androids with the Trenchcoat 17 because I wanted that additional key from his support. I felt like that would be more useful. Alright, so we're going to head over here and we're going to go ahead and grab some more Grand Kais. I do like to show this just on screen. Like, we get the mission done, we get the crown, we grab the item. It is done. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.